Vidya Prakashan Mandir Private Limited.
Good morning, students. Let us learn General Science for class 6 from the book Science Squad. Let us learn chapter 5, Things, Common Properties. In this chapter, we shall discuss about the common properties such as solubility, conduction of heat and electricity, transparency, response to magnet, luster, hardness and softness, sinking and floating of the materials. All these are common properties of materials or things. Let us begin the chapter. You see different varieties of materials such as table, a chair, the book, a pen, a pencil, the skin, clouds, etc. in your everyday life. How do you classify these objects into groups? In science, we have to study a large number of materials and arrange them in groups. It will enable us to observe and record the similarities and dissimilarities between the various materials. The process of grouping objects based on some known criteria is called classification. That is, you will be given many objects and you have to arrange these objects in a specific group based on similarities and dissimilarities of the object. Right? That only we'll call it as a classification. It is mainly based on similarities and dissimilarities of the object. There are some properties of matter which make it easy to classify the different kinds of matter in various groups. These properties include solubility in water, conduction of heat and electricity, transparency, response to magnet, etc. Let us discuss these properties and how we would classify the objects into various groups. First, we'll go for the property solubility. In a solution, the substance dissolved is called solute, and the substance in which the solute gets dissolved is called the solvent. Salt is a solute. Salt, or you can take even sugar. Solvent is a water, and you will get the solution that is known as salt solution. Yes, salt is a solute, that is the substance that is going to be dissolved in a solution, and the substance in which solute get dissolved is a solvent, that is water. For example, in a glass of lemonade, the lemon juice and the sugar are solutes and the water is a solvent. The amount of solute that will completely dissolve in a given amount of solvent at a specific temperature is called its solubility. That is, how much salt completely dissolves in a particular amount of solvent at a specific temperature. Particular temperature is called solubility. A substance that dissolves in water is said to be soluble substance. A substance that did not dissolve in water is known as insoluble substance. Let us discuss the soluble substances. In solids, sugar, common salt, in liquids, which is soluble liquids, antifreeze, that is ethylene glycol in water, alcohol, vinegar, lemon juice. Soluble gases, carbon dioxide, that is soda water, and oxygen. Insoluble solids include metals, stones, wood, sand, and chalk powder. These are insoluble solids, that is, they don't dissolve in water. Insoluble gases are nitrogen, hydrogen, and carbon monoxide. Insoluble liquids are kerosene, coconut oil, and mercury. Next property, conduction of heat. Generally, the heat is transferred through a substance or from one substance to another by direct contact. The substance which transfer heat more fastly, that is rapidly, are called good conductors. And the substances which do not transfer heat are known as bad conductors. Good conductors includes metals such as silver, copper, aluminium, iron, and mercury, etc. are called good conductors. Bad conductors includes wood, plastic, stones, leather, paper, gases, and asbestos. These are considered as a bad conductors. Conduction of electricity. Generally, the electricity flows through one object to another object in a particular path. Some materials which allow electricity to flow freely are known as conductors. Some materials which do not allow electricity to flow freely are known as insulators. Conductors such as metals, especially silver, copper, iron, aluminium, are best conductors. Also, water is also a good conductor of electricity. Insulators include wood, plastic, rubber, and air are insulators. The next property is transparency. When light strikes a substance and passes through it, then the substance is said to be transparent. Objects seen through transparent substances are very clear. Some substances block all the light and they are called opaque. We cannot see through opaque objects as it is unclear and lacks detail. Substances that transmit light but no detail of that light are said to be translucent. That is, transmission will take place but we cannot see any detail. Transparent. Glass, you can see it is very transparent, all light passes through it. Similarly, water and air, all are transparent substances. Translucent. Frosted glass in which only some light passes through it. Muddy water, fog, mist, waxed paper, frosted glasses. Opaque. All metal, woods, stones, because no light passes through it, are called opaque. The next property is responses to magnet. More than 2000 years ago, in part of Turkey known as Magnesia, the Greeks discovered a type of rock that could attract materials that contained iron. That is, in Turkey, the Greek discovered a rock known as magnesia which could attract materials that contained iron. The Greek called this rock as magnetite. Magnet. Some materials which are attracted by the magnet are known as magnetic materials. Those materials which are not attracted by the magnet are known as non-magnetic materials. Non-magnetic materials include aluminium, silicon, wood, plastic. Magnetic materials includes iron, nickel, and cobalt. Luster, that is shining property. The luster of a mineral describes the way a mineral reflects light from its surface. Certain minerals reflect light as a highly polished metal having a metallic luster. Minerals that do not reflect much light often appears dull. These minerals have a non-metallic luster. Lustrous minerals includes silver, copper, gold, diamond, graphite and mercury. You can see the picture showing the lustrous property, shining property. Dull substances, you can see sulfur, phosphorus and charcoal. These are dull minerals. The next property is hardness and softness. The ability of a thing to resist being scratched is known as its hardness. The things which can be easily scratched are said to be soft. Topaz is softer than diamond but harder than quartz and feldspar. Topaz is softer than diamond but harder than quartz and feldspar. Hard substances include diamond, iron, topaz, quartz and granite. Soft substances includes talc, gypsum and calcite. So diamonds and irons cannot be scratched easily, whereas talc, gypsum and calcite can be easily scratched. Next property is sinking and floating. The measurement of the amount of mass in a given volume of an object is called its density. Density of any object can be calculated by dividing its mass by its volume. Density of an object decides whether it sinks in or floats on a liquid. Density is nothing but a amount of substance in a given volume. Density can be divided by mass by volume. Density decides. If density is more, then the object sinks in, while the density is low, it floats on the liquid. Any object of aluminium having the mass of 27 grams and a volume of 10 centimeter cube will have the density mass by volume, that is 2.7 gram per centimeter cube. The atomic weight of aluminium is 27 grams, that is the mass, and the volume of an object is 10 centimeter cube. So density is mass by volume, that is 27 by 10, that is 2.7 grams per centimeter cube. Since the density of water is 1 gram per centimeter cube, this object is more dense than water, and so it would sink. As discussed earlier, when the density is more, the object will sink. Another object such as wood with the density of 0.8 grams per centimeter cube on water will float because its density is less than that of water. So let us discuss the substances that sink: aluminium, lead, mercury, steel, granite and iron. All the densities of these objects are more than the density of water. You can see here the aluminum can, iron. Substances that would float will be wood, wax, ice, paper, and plastics. Because all the density is lesser than the water. These substances will have density lesser than the water. Let us have a chapter recap. In a solution, the substance that is dissolved is called the solute. The substance that does the dissolving is called the solvent. The substance that transfer heat are said to be good conductors of heat, while the substances that do not transfer heat are called bad heat conductors. Materials that allow electricity to move easily are called conductor, and the materials that do not allow electricity to flow freely are called insulators. The substances which pass through light are said to be transparent, and the substances that blocks the light are called opaque substances. Some materials which are attracted by the magnets are known as magnetic materials, while the materials which are not attracted by the magnets are known as non-magnetic materials. The luster of a mineral, that is the shining property of the mineral, is the way a mineral reflects light from its surface. The ability of a thing to resist being scratched is known as its hardness. Density of an object decides whether it sinks in or floats on a liquid. This ends the chapter 5.
Vidya Prakashan Mandir Private Limited.